This is Carla. We have our wine. Oh yes. Now, we're here today because we have the grand unboxing of some of the dahlias. I think there's only 25 here. We've got 650 due. These ones are from J. Parker's in the UK, so you've probably heard of them. So we'll see what we've got because I've actually lost the slip, so I don't know. This is just part of a massive order. Wine already, obviously. It's wine o'clock. I'm going to put it up there because I'll probably break it.
Knife ready.
Knife ready. Carla's on it. Look. So we wanted to show you. These came today. I have no idea what's in them apart from we know they're dahlias. So we're going to do an unboxing now, so you can see what we've got. So I've got a knife. Don't trust Carla with a knife.
No.
Maybe.
I don't know.
They do have staples on the boxes. So Dave's on the camera today.
Hello.
Ooh, dangerous knife. Now, the reason I'm not unboxing, ooh, you excited, is I'm going to take them out of the bags because I've packed in bags. Now, see how, ooh, Santa Day, I remember those days with the self-tanning.
Okay, then days are gone.
I know, I used to do all my legs in
Farmer's tan now.
Yeah, farmer's tan, which is mock. Okay, so yeah.
There is quite a lot in here.
So,
nice big bag.
okay, so I don't know how many's in here. I think there's about 25 that was on an order, but I've lost the order thing. I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see. We have Dahlia Cucera, or Sarah. Now these have come, and they're quite big tubers actually.
Yeah.
They have got air holes. Well, I don't know whether they've done an air hole or it's just a hole in the bag. There's various ways of storing your dahlias, and because we're only January, we would never plant our dahlias until late May, 1st of June. Normally I try and put a date on it and go the 1st of June, we're planting all the dahlias. So we've got quite a wait, and during that time, the dahlias could rot. There might be rotten ones in there, we don't know, hopefully not. They look really good quality, so J. Parker's actually have sent really good quality dahlias. And I'll get one out, I will open them up. So there's various ways of packing your dahlias. You could leave them in the bags and store them in a cool, dry place, because they do need a slight bit of moisture, but if there's too much moisture, they're going to rot. So you'll come to get them in the spring and they'll be all rotten. You could take them out the bags and store them in vermiculite or some soil, or you could do what we're doing, a bit of compost, a bit of shavings, and that will just wick away anything that's too wet. We're currently in the soon to be cool room. Currently it's a storeroom full of junk. Yeah. So we thought
usable junk.
Well, usable
junk.
But we thought this would be ideal because it's dry, it's cool and dark. So we're going to unbox them, pack them, and then put them in here to store. These are the Cucera or Sierra. Not sure how they pronounce it. They're not the biggest tubers, these ones, and you can see they're quite small there. This is the neck of the tuber there, and the eye will appear. It's very hard at the moment, but you could separate this here, and an eye will develop in the spring, and that makes one dahlia plant on its own. So technically, Joe, you have probably 1, 2, 3 very viable dahlia tubers on that one, and the same on that one. There's a few there that you could use. The rest of them would go in the ground and you'd just let them get a bit bigger, but certain varieties will grow bigger tubers. So if I look into this bag, which is Creme de Cassis, which is a really beautiful purple, I'll put the picture up for you. And you see the size of those babies. They're a lot bigger.
So would that one still produce something?
So you're saying that because what's happened is maybe when they dug it, they've sliced through. It's unlikely. So I would probably be tempted to take that off because the neck's broken as well, and that one's broken. But with this one, the neck's broken, it's unlikely to develop an eye, which is where your shoots come from. But anything like this, I would put aside and just plant in a pot and see what happens, because there's been occasions I've planted ones that I thought were dead and would not produce anything, and they have. So don't throw them away unless they're absolutely soft and squidgy. Now, if you've got a rotten dahlia tuber, when you squeeze it, literally is like mush in your hands. And we've had a few this year, and I know a lot of growers that have had lots and lots of issues with dahlias this year. So we've got to pray that these make it through to the spring, which is why we're going to pack them the way we do it, leave them in here, keep checking on them and making sure every week that they're not getting squidgy and they're still alive and they're still okay. And a few interesting facts, Carla.
Okay, Joe.
If we were all starving, I know there's an egg shortage at the moment. It's like $10 for a pack of 6 eggs, I think. Yeah, it's really bad. So if we were starving, don't tell anybody. It's only between
dahlias.
Well, it's only between us.
Oh, okay.
So don't like tell anybody. You need to come in, Dave, because it's a secret. So if we were starving and there wasn't any eggs or anything else to eat, dahlia tubers you can eat like potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, they're edible. And not only that, you can actually cook them like potatoes. I don't want you eating my dahlias. I mean, obviously we spent a lot of money on these.
Yeah.
But if we were starving, it's a food source.
Really?
Yeah, I know. But not only that.
Expensive mash.
Yeah, it's a gourmet mash. But not only that, the flowers of a dahlia are also edible. So you can have a lovely mashed potato made of dahlia tubers and sprinkle a few petals on top, and it'd look gorgeous.
Wow, gourmet.
Gourmet it is. Except that's the secret between us. Don't go telling anybody. And I don't want anybody eating our dahlias. Thank you. So if they go missing, I know where they've gone. So that's the creme de cassis. So we'll have a look, see what else we've got. I'm going to put the bags up on the top as I look through. That's a really good bag, and there's 10 clumps of tubers in that bag, so that's really good. So we must have liked that one. I know we did. I know which one. Really. I know it's very hard. And then what we've got 5 in this one, so that's the Q-Sarah that I showed you. So there's those. What else have we got in the bag? We've got 5 of this Soul Man. What that looks like, but I'll have a look and I'll put the picture up for you. And they're okay. They're not huge tubers, but they're okay. They're a good size. And then we have 10 of the Jerry Oak, I think it's called. Now I've got this one. I had it on the old farm, Applewood Acres, and that was a really, really beautiful one. I'll put the picture up for you. And they're huge tubers, really good. This one is broken on the neck. The eye is here, so up there. So I'd cut that. If I was going to plant this, I would cut it up there. But because the neck's broken, this is very unlikely to produce a plant. So I'm going to get rid of that. And the neck's broken, you just need to discard, put them on the compost. Because you need the neck without it being broken. So I need this just to get through this, because it's a major unboxing. I've obviously been talking too much because I've still got a fair bit. So we're going to rattle through these boxes now, and I'll put pictures up of each one. So I've sort of talked about dahlias. Is that all right? It's very noisy. It's okay. A fountain. It is. So, okay. Let's go for the rest of them in this box. Box 1, I may add. Yeah. So we've talked about the necks on the dahlias. We've talked about you don't plant them till the 1st of June. That's the best. You can do them. It depends where you are in the area, like in the country. I think we're in zone 8, so we're fairly warm. Technically, if you're in a really warm zone and you plant your dahlia, it could overwinter, but if it's wet, it's likely to rot. If you overwinter it, you can just put a big pile of compost over the top. We'll have about 3,000 dahlias in total, so that's not really viable, really. So we're going to dig them up.
You said compost, don't you mean straw?
No, I mean compost.
Oh, okay.
But you can put straw and and landscape fabric over as well. There's many ways to not dig them up.
Not road covering.
It's not road covering, Carla.
Or road.
Row cover.
Road.
No, it's landscape fabric. I can't say. So there's many ways of preserving your dahlias in the ground, but it is a risk. So I did it last year with a few of my dahlias and they were absolutely fine. The year before I lost 300, so quite a lot. So take the risk. It's all right for a garden because you haven't got that many and you can always replace them. But for like the flower farm, it's too much money to lose. So we're going to dig them all up. Right, do you want to get in? Do you want some glasses?
Yes, please.
So the box 1, if we ever get through it. How many do we have and what are these ones called?
Dahlia Nuit?
Nuit.
Nuit?
Which is
Dahlia.
Is it night? I think
I don't
nuit
know.
is night in French.
It's dark.
Hey, we're learning. So it's a dark one.
It's a dark one.
So it's like a deep red, but it's called it's the Nuitette. Is it Nuitette? Something like that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, there you go. But it's a dark dahlia. It's a really pretty one. Similar to the blackjack. I think it's quite similar. I'll put a picture up. But it's quite nice. Are you going into the tubers, see what they're like? They're quite small compared to the blackjack, I think. But a nice clump all the same.
Yeah, these look alright because they're not.
You've got a broken neck one there.
Would that be broken then?
Yeah. There's a few broken. It's when they pack them, obviously they're getting squished in the bags. They do, but there's plenty of good tubers there anyway.
Could be in the travelling as well.
It could be transport. It could be, but
so we would take that one off, wouldn't we?
Yeah. So the broken one would come off. Any broken ones would come off. You can have a go and see if anything happens, but it's very unlikely.
I probably will.
I thought you might. She likes potting and stuff.
I do like potting.
Yes. So that's that one. Okay. Next.
Sad. Okay, we have Dahlia. What? Nordwick. Oh.
Go on, try and pronounce it.
What's that say in the end? No, I think it's a typo. It's an error.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, look.
Oh, I haven't got my glasses. You've got them. Okay, I can't pronounce this one either, so I'll have a go. Nordwick's. I don't know whether that's how you say it.
Misprint.
Yeah, good tubers. Misprint.
Okay.
We'll call them.
Next
Next one. Do you want those?
Yes,
we need another pair of glasses.
We do, yes. Dahlia Babylon Bronze. I can do that.
That is actually a really lovely dahlia. The tubers are very small, aren't they, compared to the others? Should we get them out and have a look quickly? Yeah.
So we're going to be lighter than the chocolate.
Yes. So let's have a look. So the bronze actually is a really lovely one. Now they're still quite solid, but I'm a little bit concerned.
There's a hole.
There's a big hole in the top there. That's like the mother tuber. It's not to say it won't.
What do we do with that then?
Well, just plant it.
Okay.
And see what happens. But yeah, a little bit concerned that might go mouldy over the winter. Okay. One left in the box. Box 1.
Dahlia Mum's Special.
Oh, that's a pinky one. That's actually quite a nice dahlia as well. You'll see the picture. It's really lovely. Let's have a look. And yeah, not bad size. Not bad size. And I think these are first year dahlias as well. So that if you plant one of these tubers, she's killed it already.
Oh no.
But it might not have an eye now, but it's fine because obviously I had a broken neck.
We'll put it in
but
there.
if you plant one of those, over the 1 year, so in the first year, it'll develop a clump like that. So you'll actually get a clump and then you can multiply it every year thereafter. Okay?
Yep.
Now,
That's our first box.
first box done and dusted.
Yes.
So what do you think?
Another 4 to go. Okay.
Quite a lot to go, I would say.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you with this box how we're going to pack them. We are going to put a layer of sawdust in the box, then place one type of variety. Make sure it's labelled. Labels, labels, labels. That's the biggest thing you've got to remember. Label it, because even if you think you remember, you won't.
You really don't.
So we're going to pack them in the boxes, in the sawdust. We're going to keep them in here so it's nice and cool and dark, and we're going to check them every week to make sure there's nothing that's rotting or getting squidgy or whatever. So all we're using, we've gone to the local horse shop, so your farm supply, some sawdust. We're just going to sprinkle a layer in the bottom, and we're going to do like a lasagna effect. Don't get it in your drink. It goes everywhere, doesn't it? Yeah. A layer in the bottom. We're going to take one of the mum's ones out. We're going to lay that into the box, and then we're going to cover it again. Dave will just show you.
So we lay it.
So you lay it down, make sure you don't break any of the necks, and then just cover it lightly. And then you're just doing that the whole way through, and then you just lasagna the box with all your tubers, depending on how many you have, obviously. Now you could do the first layer, put a label or a sheet of cardboard or something, and then carry on lasagna in, but just make sure you label what variety it is. So I'm not going to do that right now, but I just want to show you how we do it here. But they need to stay, it's really difficult because tubers need to stay sort of moist but not damp. So they need to be cold but dry. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And there's no guarantees. I mean, there's been, like I said, I've known quite a few this year that have lost a lot of their tubers in storage. So we just need to be really, really careful about how we're storing them and check them on a regular basis. But apart from that, how does that feel?
Ready to do 4 more boxes.
I think we need to drink to that, don't you?
Indeedy we do.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.